What if for a minute you could just escape? You could just let go. With all the chaos in the world today, all the heartache, the pain, and the suffering, you could just finally breathe for the first time in your life. Wouldn't that be incredible? Got a storm coming, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about bank bail-ins and what I think is going to happen next in the United States of America and why you should be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about this since 2008 and 09 when I started my channel, and now I think this is all going down. The Shemitah 7-year cycle, this is going down October 1st. I think this is going to set off cascading events, geopolitical events worldwide, and I think we are entering another major economic catastrophe. I think it's going to be worse than 2008-09, but it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Just like I opened up this video, what if you could just breathe for the first time in your life and truly be free? What if anything was possible? What if the new America was inside of you? We think America is a place. We think it's a country, but it's not. American liberty and freedom, that came through the hearts and the minds and the blood of literal patriots that founded this country, this great country, the United States of America. But it's much bigger than that. It's much more special. There's something that's alive. I think oftentimes that we're looking for someone else to solve our problems and we're not taking personal responsibility for ourselves. And what is coming and what's been here over the last couple of years, it's been probably some of the toughest times in American westernized civilization. And frankly, I don't think it's going to get any better. I think that we have to make it better. So let me tell you what I think is going to happen next and how you should prepare. I believe just like what we saw in Cyprus in 2013-14, where the banks bailed themselves in. This is a difference between a bailout. They basically confiscate actual deposits on hand because of an economic financial crisis. And as we enter the reset, in their own words, this transfer to CBDCs and all these shenanigans and everything people like me have been warning about going on like over a decade, there's no other way for them to service the debt, transfer stuff over to the new system, create the economic pain and heartache necessary to warrant what they're going to do next. So what are capital controls going to look like? It's not going to be pretty. It means you can't move your money out of the banks. If they're going to be asset freezes, financial lockdowns, and this is the next phase of events, in my humble opinion. And it's why I keep telling you guys to get out of the banks and get into real assets. Even if you're not doing it with me, if you're not doing it with Island Project, then do something like that so that you're getting out before all this is about to go down. What all of you need to understand is that this is a debt collapse of epic proportions. This is like when Rome fell. This is bigger than the United States. It's globalized. Every single country is going to move in lockstep regarding this default. And then they're going to reset the system. And basically what it's going to do is weaken old traditional fiat currencies to zero. And that's when they're going to give you the digitized form of it. And it's going to wipe out a lot of people. So what do you want to do if there's a debt collapse? Well, you don't want to be in debt, because the only debt that they're going to reset is the banks. They're not going to reset the middle class. Just like 2008-09, they foreclosed on millions of people. Millions of people had to go through short sale and bankruptcy, but who did they save? The too big to fail banks, the billionaires, the elite class. So the same thing is going to happen next with this bail-in, with these economic financial freezes. It's not going to help you, it's going to help them. So you have to take action today and truly diversify yourself outside of the banks. This means practically taking 5, 10, 15, 25% maybe of your total net worth and putting it into things like real assets, real estate, the Island Project. Get into islandprojectclub.com, learn about what we're doing, and actually own real stuff that has no debt, because in a debt collapse, it's not going to be good if you have leverage, just like we've seen major corporations and even companies in the blockchain space have to close shop because guess what, guys? They were margined. And I've always advised against that. You need to be prudent with your money. And remember, guys, it's always under the guise of some kind of crisis, some kind of global event, some kind of planetary emergency that the politicians couldn't control. And that's the reason why all this stuff cascades and happens. And we know it's going to go down in Taiwan. The Pope and XI, the head of China, their premier, and Putin are all meeting in Kazakhstan right now. I just did a report on this earlier. So what do you think is going to happen next, guys? They're planning for the next phase of this, the next level up. And it's going to be worse than anything, in my opinion, than we've seen in the last 3 years. Here's the upside, though. It's not all bad news because, again, during wealth transfers like 1929, 2008, and 09, the bail-ins in Cyprus of 2013, there's actually more opportunity to pivot, leverage, and profit than there ever has been before in world history. So be smart about this, guys. Realize if you're in the right asset classes like blockchain technology, the Island Project, you're learning about Bitcoin, cryptos, things like that, you're going to be much better off than everybody else that doesn't understand that new technology. Just like the internet, just like social media, and just like e-commerce has changed the world, the same thing's about to happen in this economic financial reset. So I hate to say it, but expect a planetary declaration of a global emergency next. This is what these people are going to do. This is even what King Charles said he was going to do before the Queen passed just a couple days ago. So count on it. They always tell you what they're going to do next. And what they're doing next is a grave economic financial reset of epic proportions that we haven't seen, honestly, ever in the history of finance, currency, or even this country. And it's why you got to get out of the dollar, get out of fiat. This is what the billionaires are doing. This is what I'm doing. And this is what you should be doing. So join us. Click the link below. Visit us at islandproject.com. That's islandproject.com. And also click the link below to join our club, islandprojectclub.com. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Read our terms and disclaimers, but get in now before it's too late. I honestly really only think we have a couple days left to really get prepared. Just like in 2020, many people didn't think they'd shut down the whole economy, and we saw what happened next. It's going to happen again, guys, but it's going to be this time regarding the financial institutions that hold your money. So become your own bank. Do it for yourself today. And learn about how exactly you can do that with the Island Project and, of course, our other courses and academies in the links below. So what is Island Project? It's very simple. It's the first tokenized blockchain in the world backed by real hard assets, backed by Malibu property, oceanfront, beachfront, luxury condos, huge potential capital gains, cash flows, and tokenized potentially 1,000x with myself and my team. There's no one else in the world that's done this ever before in the history of man, blockchainifying the #1 asset class in the world, which makes up real estate. Here in Maui and our sister island Oahu, and then replicating that blockchain worldwide for all of you tuning in. Island Project is also the first tokenized community in the world. We're actually doing good works for the kingdom, building what I call kingdom wealth, running food on the island, working with the churches, helping people, working together like old America actually used to before all this crap happened. We've got to take our power back, ladies and gentlemen. Not only make money, get rich, 1,000 freaking extra portfolios, get out of the banks, but build real economic alternatives and systems outside of the traditional economy. The minimum for Island Project private placement is $30,000, but you should come in with a lot more. And the minimum for Island Project Club, which is a separate opportunity, is only $1,500, but you can pick your amount, $2,000, $5,000, whatever you're comfortable with within your budget. And that includes access to me, our team, before the public launch. So all of you guys get it first before we go to exchanges, and I take our blockchain technology worldwide. Not to mention an amazing community, networking opportunities, start new businesses, and just enjoy your life. I mean, the Island Project's about a good lifestyle too. Like, most people are waiting their entire lives to really live, to really breathe, to really do things that they want to do, to travel, to see the world, and just to be a human being. I feel like they've taken that away from us, and if there's one thing I've ever done, it's hopefully to encourage you that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. So do it today. Lift yourself up. 1,000x your life at islandproject.com and islandprojectclub.com. I'm Christopher Greene, founder and creator, hard-hitting in your face. I love all you guys. Jesus Christ is King. Get in now before it's too late, because this really is your last opportunity to get in. Links below and up here.